Hello and welcome to the Property Show North Edition. I'm Chanakya Bhatia. This show is just for you, your budget, our data-backed advice to help you make the right choice when making the biggest decision of your life, buying a home. With me in the studio is Sameer Jasuja, founder and MD of Prop Equity, to advise you when you call in with your questions. Here's what we have on the show today. As the government moves a step closer to implement the Real Estate Regulation Act, home buyers are not a happy lot. The big question is, have buyers been shortchanged? In yet another case of broken promises and widespread delays, over thousands of buyers of Earth Infra are left clueless. Today in our developer's report card, we highlight this errant developer. We will also look into home options in 60 to 65 lakhs in the rapidly growing residential sectors of central Noida. Projects from reputed developers in the new Gurgaon region in a crore plus budget. Affordable housing options in Zirakpur near Chandigarh under 55 lakhs. Promising residential destinations of Lucknow for homes under 60 lakhs. And in order to clear the ready stock and reduce inventory pile-up, it's raining freebies and discounts from developers in the National Capital Region. Is it the right time to buy your dream home? Moving a step closer to ensure implementation of the Real Estate Act 2016, the Central Urban Development Ministry announced the draft rules. It's on the basis of these that the law will be implemented. But are home buyers happy? Have the rules taken the sting out of the act that was earlier lauded as a stringent piece of legislation that was expected to bring some relief to lakhs of distraught home buyers? Onitam Oja tells you all.
Passage of the much-awaited Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016 came as a huge relief to the lakhs of home buyers who have been waiting for years to move into their dream homes, some for over 5 years. The stringent provisions, like a jail term of up to 3 years for errant builders, was seen as a bold move. But the announcement of a compounding fine in the draft rules to escape the jail term seems to have taken the sting out of the act. Pay 10% of the estimated project cost and avoid jail. And here is what home buyers have to say.
I think we've been a little too quick to raise the high fives as far as the Real Estate Regulation Act is concerned. When the rules have come, especially in Chapter 2, related to the provisions of registration for ongoing projects as well as those new projects, they are the same. The government really needs to rethink, revisit and relook at the provisions for long pending projects.
The draft rules states that even real estate agents can avoid a jail term by paying up to 10% of the estimated cost of the plot, apartment or the building. Just that the builders and property dealers have to comply with the regulator or appellate tribunal's orders within 30 days. To ensure parity in delay penalty payment clause, State Bank of India's prime lending rate plus 2% will form the basis for the interest rate for builder and buyer. Penalty payment has to be made within 45 days.
Government is under tremendous pressure from the builders lobby as far as the existing projects are concerned. They should have given special thrust area on this. The act has come seeing the plight of the home buyers, which is for last 10 years the way people are suffering, and unless and until the home buyers are given specific release under this act, the act will have no meaning and people will be thoroughly disappointed.
The initial euphoria and excitement seems to have taken a backseat for the home buyers, and they seem to be a worried lot yet again. Are developers breathing a sigh of relief?
Care must be taken to see that nobody is misusing this act, because even a developer with a very genuine intent who is executing his project in the right spirit may be coerced with the threat of imprisonment or penalty into maybe even paying a bribe to stay away from this particular clause. So this is, though in many cases it could be right also, but in many cases it could be misused. So this 10%, it should be up to 10%, not 10% of the project cost.
The rules also states that the developer will have to provide information under 60 heads such as profile of the developer, track record of promoter, details of past or ongoing litigations relating to the developer's real estate projects, apartment and garage related details, location, details of registered agents and consultants, development plans, financials of the promoter, status of project along with that of approvals, contact details, copies of legal title deed, details of encumbrances to the regulatory authority. The developer has to update his project website within 7 days from the expiry of each quarter. With the central government diluting the rules, the states have a carte blanche to do so even more. At the end of it, a teethless RERA is all that the buyers might end up with. In New Delhi, Oinitam Ojha, NDTV.
And moving ahead, our focus will be upon Noida, Greater Noida, Gurgaon and Sona property markets. We have Pradeep Atri on the phone line. Yes, Pradeep, how can we help you?
Hi, sir. Actually, I'm looking for 2.5 bedroom set, basically. And my location is New Gurgaon. And
Okay.
I have shortlisted 2 projects. One is Microtech Greenberg, Sector 86, and other is the Center Court Asiana Landcraft in Sector 88.
Okay.
And I can hold for 2 and 3 years, basically. I'm not willing to go for ready to move, basically. So I want to know which one will be the better and which will give me the better returns down the line.
Okay, so Samir, he has shortlisted 2 projects in New Gurgaon region. One is Microtech Greenberg and the other is the Central Court by Asiana Landcraft. What do you suggest?
Well, first of all, as I was told that this requirement is for end use and not for from an investment point of view. From an end use point of view, both the projects are good and we can discuss each one of them in a short time frame. Before that, I would like to add that from an investment point of view, these projects are very highly priced, and Gurgaon, New Gurgaon region is got a huge amount of oversupply. So do not expect the prices to jump up in the near short term for sure. This is purely from an end use perspective. These are luxury properties trading at a high price point. If you look at the weighted average price of the market for the luxury segment is about 6450 rupees a square foot, and the inventory overhang is 40 months. So keep that in mind. The safe bet is 24 months. So it's way over the danger zone. The price appreciation is also very limited. It's 5% on an annualized basis. So that these factors have to be kept in mind before making that big decision of yours. End use point of view, both projects are good. Greenberg by Microtech Infrastructure. This is a project which is a maiden project of Microtech Group. It's based on a sports theme. It's spread across 15 acres comprising of 12 towers. The project has amenities like a 20,000 square feet clubhouse, 2 swimming pools, golf putting greens. All apartments are 3-side open, fitted with air conditioners, modular kitchen and Italian marble flooring. So as you can see, at a 7150 rupees a square foot price point, they're providing you all the luxuries, but it's a far off location with social infrastructure still to come up in a big way. Center Court is the second project that you shortlisted. This is available on a PLP scheme as well as a subvention scheme at 6750 and 6500 respectively. This is a joint venture between Asiana Homes and Landcraft Developers, where the latter is just an investment partner. The project is again based on a sports theme with 12 sports, including Mahesh Bhupati's Tennis Academy, Sports Fit Gym by Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and tons of other amenities, including a luxury swimming pool with deck, clubhouse, health club, with all the facilities. We've got one more project that we've shortlisted for you. It's slightly over your budget because of the size of the apartment. But you could look at this as well. Parkview Sanskruti by Bestech Group in Sector 92. The resale price is between 5,300 and 5,700 rupees a square foot, and that looks very exciting compared to the above two projects in terms of price points. This is spread across 12 acres of land. Amenities here also include a club house, swimming pool, amphitheatre, kids play area, and the project has got larger units, but if bought in the resale market will fit your budget.
Okay, and talking about New Gurgaon region specifically, the social infrastructure will take time to come. Do you see the future prospects bright?
Bright from an affordability point of view, definitely. Today in New Gurgaon, you can get projects which are ready to move in by big developers like DLF and Vatika, trading between 4,000 to 5,000 rupees a square foot, which is a big plus point. And you know, these cities, especially the garden city of DLF, is going to be very well planned from a town planning perspective, and infrastructure will eventually come up in a very beautiful way and in an organized way. Mm-hmm. But we are talking about 5 years from now for that area to be really livable in the right way.
Okay, so it will take 5 more years. So, Mr. Pradeep, your shortlisted options gets a go-ahead from our side. We are also giving you one more recommendation, which is Park View Sanskruti by Bestech Group. Now we have an email from Manoj Bist. He wants to buy a flat in NCR where he can get a decent return and rent. He is currently residing in the United States of America and he is looking for a ready-to-move-in option. And the budget is between 60 to 75 lakhs. So which area or which micro market should he target?
Well, for Manoj, Central Noida would be the best possible option. We have to keep the budget in mind, the right size of the apartment in mind, the infrastructure in mind before we come to the right conclusion and the right fit for a particular consumer. Here, if you look at Central Noida, the inventory overhang is pretty safe. It's 20 months. We're talking about sector 70 going up to sector 122 as we define as a central bit of Noida, where infrastructure is also very good and metro is only 4-5 kilometers away, which was an important requirement of yours. The mid segment is also at a very affordable price point of 5350 rupees a square foot on the weighted average price charts, and price appreciation is about 7.5% on an annualized basis, which is going to be the norm of the market for a long time to come now. Looking at the 3 recommendations from our side, Laurel by Prateek Group in sector 120 is the first recommendation. Project is rightly sized at 12.75 acres with an 80% open green area. The project has enough sports facilities, including a gym, central gardens, ATMs, chemist shops within the complex, besides the clubhouse, of course. The second project is Mahagun Modern by Mahagun India, trading between 5,800 and 6,000 rupees a square foot. Project is the largest project of 25 acres and has an offering of low-rise and high-rise apartments in the same complex. It's located on the main internal road in sector 78. The operational retail area is called Mahagun Mart, and Manthan School will be within the premises. Projects offer 6 acres of Central Park, a Leander Pace Tennis Academy, a music academy as well, besides a clubhouse and a gym. Max Royal by Sethi Group is the last recommendation. It's much cheaper, 4,700 to 4,900 rupees a square foot. It's a smallish project of 5 acres with total of 9 towers, offering you basic amenities only, and that's why it's much cheaper. Although possession is already handed over and families have already moved in, that's a big plus.
So the projects we are recommending you are ready to move in. Many families are residing in the area and soon metro will be operational in the vicinity of the projects we are recommending you. And the recommendations are Laurel by Prateek Group. The second recommendation which we are giving to you in your budget is Mahagun Modern by Mahagun India. And the third recommendation is Max Royal by Sethi Group. And now we have another email by Sanjay Shukla. He wants to buy a flat in Sona and he has shortlisted one project which is Raheja Maheshwara and he wants to know about it. So what do you suggest?
For all our viewers, first of all, the Sona region is about 30 kilometers from the main Sona road. It's a bet that is a very long-term bet. You have to be very careful from an appreciation point of view. It's going to take a good 5 to 10 years for this area to be very well lived in and livable. So keep that in mind. Coming to your choice of your project, you can go ahead with Raheja Maheshwara. Its price point is extremely attractive at 3,075 rupees a square foot, and that's the big plus. Although the location is not that great, it's a part of a 220-acre township with offering plots, independent floors and high-rise apartments. This project consists of a high-rise tower of G+10 stories. The developer will be providing a semi-modular kitchen and AC in every bedroom. Clubhouse, swimming pool, gym are all a part of this complex. Looking at the key data points of this micro market, mid segments trading at 4,300 rupees and the inventory overhang is 26 months. 8,000 units are still unsold out of the total inventory of 16,000, which makes it a huge inventory in the market already. The 2 other projects that you can consider are Ashiana Mulberry by Ashiana Homes at 4,250. Project is spread across 10 odd acres. Towers will be the G+13 stories. Clubhouse, swimming pool, gym, shopping arcades are all part of this project as well. Is 16 kilometers from the Vatika City intersection of the Golf Course Extension Road. Lastly, we have Anmol by Ashiana Housing, Sector 33, 4,370 rupees a square foot is the price. 13.5 acres of land. Swimming pool, kids areas, amphitheatre, gyms and sports facilities are all a part of this project, including net cricket, an indoor badminton court as well. you can negotiate well with the developer as the sales in these areas are pretty low. So you may be able to get a better discount in this micro market.
Okay, and talking about this particular micro market, you don't see any development happening in near time, or is just a place for investment?
Really speaking, Sona Road, this Sona region beyond the Sona Road belt should have been actually for the affordable market, and projects should have ideally been launched between 2,500 to 3,500 rupees a square foot. But suddenly, because of huge investor demand, this Sona region pricing really went skyrocketing overnight, and projects started getting launched between 4,500 to 6,000 rupees a square foot even. And that's really not the right price point for that micro market with almost negligible social infrastructure 20 kilometers from the main Sona Road area or livable area of Gurgaon. If you start looking at Dwarka Expressway and New Gurgaon region, where even there are families that have moved in, and there are big developers like DLF and Vatika and many other developers offering good housing, they are trading between 4,000 to 5,000 rupees a square foot, where projects are already ready.
So it will take time for the social infrastructure to come in.
This price point at 4,500, 5,500 doesn't seem to be justifiable at this point in time. But the project that you've shortlisted is at 3,000 rupees, and that's why we're giving it a go ahead.
Okay, so apart from your shortlisted option, which gets a go ahead from our side, you can also look into Ashiana Mulberry by Ashiana Homes and Anmol by Ashiana Housing. And now we have Sugriv Dutt on the phone line. Yes, Mr. Dutt, go ahead with your query.
Hi Chanakya, can you please tell me about the project Rice Organic Homes on NH24 Ghaziabad, and what is the future of the project from investment point of view? How much return can I look for in next 4 years?
Okay.
And I already bought a 2 BHK apartment in June 2015 for 29 lakhs, all inclusive.
Okay, so Samir, he wants to know that his investment, Organic Homes by Rice projects in NH24, is it a good choice, or should he hold, or should he just sell it?
Well, if you're expecting a 5 to 7% annualized return and you're okay with that, then this project is a hold. From our side, it could get slightly better in the 4th to 5th year when more infrastructure starts to come about in that area. There are a lot of infrastructure developments that are planned for this micro market. But if you start looking at it currently, 45 months is the inventory overhang of this micro market. Average annualized appreciation is about 6.5%, and the mid segment's trading at about 3,100 rupees a square foot. So your entry into this project has been at a very right price point, and the base of this market is very low, so there is a good upside potential. That's the positive, but the negative really is that the inventory overhang and the sales being very slow will take a lot of time for this area to pick up, including the social infrastructure, which needs to come up here in a big way. So since you've already invested, low price point, hold on for 5 to 8 years, and you could get a compounding effect. Short term, not much appreciation expected over the next 3 years. This is spread across 5.5 acres of land consisting of 10 towers. Good amount of amenities being offered here, including a clubhouse with infinity pool, kids pool, sky bar, terraces, amphitheater, and so on and so forth. Project is located on main NH24, bang opposite the Columbia Asia Hospital. Project is about 7.2 kilometers from the Ghaziabad railway station.
Moving further, now Ravi has sent us an email. He is looking to buy a flat in Noida Extension for end use, and his budget is around 42 lakhs. Which projects should he go for?
Well, the micro markets that we've shortlisted for Ravi are Sector 4, 16B and 16C, keeping his requirement in mind. This micro market is what we call the Noida Extension region, starting with Sector 1, going up to Knowledge Park 5, includes the tech zone and includes Sector 10 and 12 as well. This micro market has an inventory overhang of 35 months and logically so 212 projects coming up over here in Greater Noida Extension, which is a huge number. The whole of Gurgaon and Noida put together probably does not have 212 projects at this point in time, just to put it in perspective. Mid segments weighted average price is 3,400 rupees a square foot, and price appreciation is about 6.7% on an annualized basis. The 3 projects that you can consider are Gaur City Phase 1 by Gaursons India. The project is a part of a well-developed Gaur City 1. The township spans over 125 acres. Individually, 6th Avenue consists of total of 8 integrated blocks. Amenities here include swimming pool with Radiant Club featured with the reading room, cafe, latest gym, sauna bath, steam bath, and many other facilities. Gold pre-certification of green building from IGBC is also there. Township is being designed by the renowned architects called RSP Singapore. Palm Olympia 1 by Sam India is the second recommendation in sector 6C. This is spread across 25 acres. Total of 23 acres of the project is located on the Ghaziabad Link Road adjacent to the Gorge City 2. Project is in 2 phases. Again, swimming pool, clubhouse, gym are all facilities of this project. Lastly, we have French apartments by Anthem Infrastructure. Sector 16B, a smallish project compared to the first two, trading at over 6.25 acres. Giving you a good amount of amenities. The project is in 2 phases. Phase 1 has 6 towers. Construction is in finishing stages here and is likely to be ready by the end of this year, while phase 2 is in advanced stages. Club, swimming pool and other amenities are also here in this project. So any of these 3 projects you could consider.
And to sum up, we are recommending you 3 options: Gorge City 1, 6th Avenue by Gorsons India, Palm Olympia Phase 1 by Sam India, and French Apartment by Anthem Infrastructure. Now, almost every week we hear about errant developers breaking their promises, delaying their projects, leaving thousands of their customers homeless. And then developers wonder why no one trusts them. Today, as part of our ongoing coverage on project delays, we look at the case of Earth Infrastructure and the mess they have gotten their customers into. I am at the project site of Earth Infrastructure's project, which is Earth Titanium Studios, and as you can see, the project is totally abandoned by the developer. There is no construction whatsoever is happening at the project site. I have the investors of this particular project. So when did you book the flat or the property in this particular project?
I booked it in December 2012, and you can see the current scheme of things in the property. There's no construction going on.
ये सर मोर देन ईयर हो गया, हम यहाँ आकर के देखते हैं तो यहाँ गड्ढे खुदे हैं। आप देख रहे हैं कि वहाँ जंग लगा पड़ा है इनके सारे जो जिन्होंने थोड़ा बहुत काम किया है, और यहाँ कोई मिलता नहीं, प्रॉपर रेस्पॉन्स नहीं मिलता, बिल्डिंग बिल्कुल बंद पड़ी हुई है।
I booked a flat in Earth Townie, Greater Noida West in January 2013. I was told I'll get possession in September 2015, but they are continuously delaying the possession date. They're extending the possession date basically.
Adding to the miseries of the buyers and investors, Earth Infrastructure has stopped giving assured returns as promised in the agreement.
इन्होंने मुझे गारंटी दी थी कि आपको हर महीने एश्योर्ड रिटर्न आएगा, जो कि इन्होंने मुझे 7-8 महीने से बंद कर दिया है। और इन्होंने आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे ये लोग क्लब चार्जेस और पार्किंग चार्जेस के लिए भी डिमांड कर रहे हैं, जबकि यहाँ पर कुछ भी नहीं है।
Till September 2015, I was getting my assured return. So 36 months, I enjoyed the assured return, no doubt. But now I'm not getting the assured return. So since 9 months almost, I'm not getting any assured return.
As per industry data, Earth Infrastructure has 9 projects in the NCR which are delayed by 2 to 3 years. 3 commercial projects in Greater Noida and Yamuna Expressway are also running behind schedule. Not only this, Greater Noida Authority officials claim that Earth Infrastructure has been defaulting on land payments and has outstanding dues of over 33 crore rupees. When NDTV got in touch with Earth Infrastructure's director Atul Gupta, he initially agreed to clarify the company's plans to fulfill its promises and deliver projects, only to later ignore all calls and messages. The same treatment Earth Infrastructure meted out to its customers. So what can these buyers do in such a situation?
The buyers can approach the appropriate criminal authorities, which may include an EOW, which they may file a complaint, and accordingly, if the complaint is not being adhered to by the authorities, then they may seek the remedy by filing an appropriate application before the magistrate of the jurisdiction, and that will be under section 156(3). They may file an application or a complaint before the jurisdictional consumer forums seeking a refund by saying there is a deficiency of services on behalf of the developer, and then they can seek a refund from the authorities as well.
Some investors have filed a complaint with the Economic Offence Wing and are also planning to take other legal recourse against the developer. This case also highlights how developers lure buyers by offering lucrative schemes like a assured return, which looks attractive from the outside but can prove to be a nightmare in the later stage. Chanakya Bhatia, NDTV. We will tell you about affordable housing options from locally reputed developers in Zirakpur. That's coming up after a break. And in our new project tracker, today's feature is Azuro by Veritas Buildtech in Jagatpura in Jaipur.